Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan Battle video for you. In this video we're going to be looking at how you can get the anniversary burst mode done with the Vegeta's family category team. So very similarly to the Goku category video, I'm going to go through the modifiers on the right. They are ever so slightly dialed back a little bit because we got a couple more points for doing it with, 50 more points I think it is, for doing it with Vegeta's family. So dropped some of the things down a little bit to make it a little bit easier, and we're gonna have the team on the left there, and let's go through the rotations quickly. So you're pretty much gonna want to get Ella and Trunks and Vegeta into slot 1 as soon as possible so they can start doing their thing and taking hits and getting built up so they're fully built up and ready for the final stage, and then just slot a Tech Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA Vegeta alongside them and he'll start doing his things. Same thing with the second rotation. We're going to have LRSTR, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, slot 1 to dodge everything, and then Tech Super Saiyan 3 DAIMA Vegeta alongside him. Everyone else you're going to float, and your floats, everything. Everyone was pretty good in this team. The only thing with this team is it is a little bit lower damage than the Goku one, but I didn't feel like we really took damage at all. So I think it was a bit tankier than the other team for Goku's side. I didn't have any issues with taking damage unless I got the wrong orbs and ended up damaging myself. So that brings me to the mechanics. This is going to be a 4-phase fight. Do watch out for the type disadvantage. It will catch you out if you're not paying attention. If you have an AGL unit and you pick up tech orbs, you will do damage to that unit. Same thing if you have like an STR unit, you pick up AGL orbs. You need to avoid the type disadvantage orbs, otherwise you will start taking damage. It's not a ridiculous amount of damage, but if you pick up like 9 orbs accidentally, you can like half your health very quickly. Sometimes it might be worth actually picking up the orbs that are going to damage you if you know you need to get a bunch of damage done, and you can heal up afterwards. So that can also be you're just going to have to play it by ear, just check what's going on and if you can afford to take the damage and heal up afterwards. Now once we get to the third phase, which is Tech Goku, we need to start ramping up a little bit because Goku is going to start getting a 60% attack and defense buff every turn. So once he gets up to 300%, so once he gets to 300, it's going to be quite a bit more damage he's doing. So we need to try pop some actives later on. So I would say that for the third turn, maybe just pop 1 active, although my Vegeta ended up doing barely any damage unfortunately, but maybe pop 1 active, and then for the final phase you're going to want to pop all the actives, go crazy with the damage, and we'll get to that just in a second why we are doing that against STR Goku. But yeah, this team's seemed absolutely fine, if just a little bit slower on the damage side. I find Vegeta's damage can be a little bit not lackluster. You can get more EX attacks with him, which is awesome. And when he does go off, he really goes off, and it quickly climbs like 50 million, 80 million, 100 million with crits and everything. But when he doesn't want to perform, he does not perform, and you just fail like 450% in a row, and it feels bad. Feels bad. But then he starts critting out of nowhere, and then you get the EX, and yeah, it can look incredibly good as well. Do love the units, how they're going. So once we get past this AGL phase here, we'll move on to the Tech phase, and that's going to be against the Goku. Well, it's all been against Goku, but Tech Goku, this is where we start getting the attack buff per turn to the boss. So we just need to start doing as much damage as possible, giving as much ki where we can, and popping actives, although like I said, we want to save that for STR Goku. Now STR Goku, the final phase, he is going to, not only will he also be getting a buff every turn just like Tech Goku, he will also be counting down. You'll see him sort of charge up. He'll say 3, then 2, then 1 at various points over like 2 turns, and then he'll launch a really powerful attack. We haven't seen it yet because we haven't stuck around that long, but if you do, it's going to be a very strong attack, and yeah, possibly lose you the game because you don't know, lose the run because you don't know where it's going to come. If it comes at one of your floats, may just not have enough defense and DR and all that and guard to survive. So yeah, definitely want to try kill STR Goku as quickly as possible so that you can, so save your actives. You maybe just use 1 for the third phase, and then 4th phase you want to use the STR Super Saiyan Blue Boys 1, you want to use Tech Vegeta's 1, I think Int Super Saiyan GT Vegeta as well has an active, you want to use that there, And yeah, basically we are just hoping that Vegeta does like this and goes off with some EX attacks with some lovely juicy crits attached to it. That will pretty much be your ticket to annihilating this. If he decides not to though, then it's going to take a while, and yeah, it's just a bit of a slower run, that's all. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'll leave you with the rest of the STR fight if you want to see all the actors go off, all the damage, everything, see what we did to get this done. But that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers.